Hello, good afternoon and welcome to Business. My name is Sandra Esinamapeno. GN Insurance Holding Company has hinted it will be listing part of its shares on the Ghana Stock Exchange. The move, which is set to be executed in 3 years' time, according to the firm, seeks to strengthen its operations in the country. Group Chairman of GN Group of Companies, Dr. Papakwesi Endum, made this revelation during an interaction session with some insurance brokers.
We started small. So we will put fertilizer on it, we'll put some water on it, we'll tend it, remove the weeds every now and then, and we'll work to make it grow. Then when it grows, then we will make sure that it becomes something wonderful, something good, something that is befitting of being a part of our group, but being something that we proudly call Ghanaian. Now, if you've heard me speak anyway, you would understand that we are not developing GN Insurance only to go and sell it or market it to some foreign insurance company to come and put their brand on what we have developed here in Ghana. And those of you look into the future, perhaps in another year, 2, 3 years, what we intend to do is to offer some of our shares to anybody who wants to become a part of what we do, not just of GN Insurance, but of GN Life, of GN Reinsurance, of our health company, and become a part of what we are building as GN Insurance Holding Company.
Let's do fashion now. It used to be the preserve for school dropouts and teenage pregnant girls. Popularly known as Adipam, the local fashion industry has come a very long way to becoming a booming global business. Globally, the fashion industry contributes about $3 billion towards the world's GDP. But is Ghana actually tapping into this global business space? Here's a report on the evolution of fashion business trends in Ghana. Call it the current state of the Ghana fashion industry: wild, inspiring, bold, daring, and most importantly, the global booming business for young Ghanaian designers. But before we got here, the story was not all this rosy. Let's take a quick trip down memory lane. Adipam, as it was popularly called, was a preserve for school dropouts and academically weak.
People would send their children to go and learn how to sew because they got pregnant along the way or they are not doing very well in their studies. Fashion is a very intellectual job. It's a very intellectual process. And these people go in there and they are not capable of getting the kind of results that is going to meet the global market. It was bad, but I think it is getting better now.
According to some industry players, times have changed. The fashion industry is gradually gaining grounds among fashion enthusiasts who are now realizing the business potential in it. The young are boldly venturing into the fashion space and other opportunities along the value chain. Awovi GH is one of such young people who abandoned her degree in filmmaking for fashion.
I landed in fashion quite by accident, but I've stayed here and I haven't regretted the decision. I think it has changed a lot. A lot of people are quitting high-paying jobs to go into fashion.
Even though the Ghana fashion industry is said to be growing steadily, access to finance remains a challenge. The emergence of social media has also come in handy, but not without challenges. Creative ideas are easily copied and replicated for less, raising questions about the need for patent rights. Inspirational designer Renee Kiu, now rebranded as Kwe, is one of such designers whose passion has been deflated due to copying.
The mistake that I made many years ago, and a lot of designers are still making, is that we are not patenting our products. You know, now if you do have a very unique product, a unique idea, like 10, 11 years ago, I started making t-shirts with African print. It wasn't done anywhere. I started doing it. Now, if I had the wisdom and experience that I have now, I should have patented my product then. then if anybody else is copying me, I have something to show that this is my idea, this is my design. You're either paying me for something, or otherwise, I don't even mind you giving me some sort of benefit or something.
Even the idea of you creating, it's another way of, it's even stressful, but you need to love what you do. If you don't love it, it's not really the best. But now I would say it's not really an issue. Anytime I do something and it's being copied, I think of going on the other level. And for me, I think if you're a designer and you're surviving in this industry and you're not being copied, for me, it's not real.
Even though many say the industry is growing, the players say more is expected to make it one of the main export earners for the country. Globally, the fashion industry is worth $3 trillion annually, which is 2% of the world's GDP. The value of men's wear industry alone is $402 billion, while women's wear is worth $621 billion. The African fashion industry has been described as an emerging and a promising one, with a potential of becoming a $15.5 billion industry in the next 5 years. But how do we get there? Platforms like the Glitz African Fashion Show has over the years given young and creative designers the opportunity to expose their ideas to the world. The 6th edition of the Glitz African Fashion Week, slated for Thursday, October 18, 2018 to Sunday, October 21, aims to further drive this cause. Activities for the event include training, mentorship and internship. Whereas some have lauded initiatives like the Glitz Fashion Week, others say it will take cooperation and unity among local designers to break through on the global space. Sandra Isanamapenu, Joy Business.
All right, so the whole of this weekend we'll be talking fashion. You should make your way to the African Fashion Week that's organized by Glitz and supported by Joy Business. But please do make a date with Emmanuel Abuaji at 1 p.m. for the marketplace. That's all for business for now. I'm Sandra Isanamapenu.